ready to dive into a pixel-perfect countdown as we explore the best monitors for graphic design. From color accuracy and uniform brightness to convenient workflows, these displays are built to elevate every detail of your work. Each pick on this list balances sharp visuals, dependable calibration, and comfortable ergonomics so you can stay creative longer. Today, I'm going to be going over the best monitors for graphic design that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the Sceptre gaming monitor. In the graphic design world, where a crisp canvas and fast feedback are essential, this 27-inch display brings a practical blend of size, speed, and price that makes it a compelling starting point for student projects, freelance clients, or a second workstation. The panel on this model is typical of budget gaming-oriented 27-inch sets. A 27-inch diagonal with a 1080p-like resolution, depending on the exact SKU, and a panel that emphasizes speed and smooth motion over studio-grade color accuracy. What matters for workflow is the combination of resolution and refresh that reduces eye strain during long sessions, the ability to swap between photo editing tasks and layout work without constantly rebooting, and the presence of multiple inputs for easy connectivity to laptops, desktops, and creative devices. You can expect HDMI and DisplayPort inputs, sometimes a VGA port, and a few USB ports for basic peripherals. This kind of monitor handles wireframe grids, font menus, and large-scale layout sketches with enough clarity to judge geometry, spacing, and alignment. Color performance will be fair rather than spectacular, with wide viewing angles that suit co-working or shared screens, while not delivering the color fidelity you would get from a true professional-grade panel. Brightness is usable in typical office lighting, and the contrast helps with shadowed elements in poster designs, but you'll notice a more subdued dynamic range when you push into saturated reds and deep blacks. For designers who depend on calibrated color for brand work, this model serves as a budget-friendly starting point to test ideas and composition before moving up to a professional display, where calibration tools and color profiles are standard. The stand on this class of monitor offers tilt and basic height adjustments, allowing you to place your eyes level with the top edge of your work, which reduces neck strain during long color-correcting sessions. If you frequently switch between image editing, typography tasks, and screen grabbing to assemble client proofs, the combination of size, speed, and convenience makes this a flexible option that won't derail your budget. Thinking about long hours of review or collaboration, the built-in speakers provide a basic audio companion to your edits, though serious sound design will rely on external speakers or headphones. Compared to their ASUS PA279CRV, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the Sceptre gaming monitor offers a budget-friendly entry point with a faster response profile and lower color calibration expectations. It may underwhelm on color consistency and gamma stability when you push for precise print-ready proofs, but it shines for quick mock-ups, on-screen notes, and shade testing where speed and cost matter more than studio-grade color accuracy. Ergonomically, the stand typically provides tilt and modest height adjust to suit a range of desk setups, and it can be mounted on a VESA arm if you want to swap for a more precise color-critical workspace. The anti-glare coating helps minimize reflections in bright studios or classrooms, while the overall brightness and contrast are sufficient for general design tasks, but not designed to reveal subtle tonal shifts required by advanced color management workflows. This model is a practical gateway monitor, ideal for early-stage design reviews, layout iteration, and collaborative proofs where colleagues need to see ideas side by side without a heavy investment. If you are mapping color to print profiles or aligning typography across multiple devices, you would typically graduate to a display that ships with calibrated presets and a hardware calibration path. Yet the budget-friendly nature of this Sceptre model means you can learn the flows of professional design work without spending a fortune. Good lighting, an adjustable desk setup, and software-based color management will go a long way here, especially when you are testing compositions or checking legibility in a variety of font sizes. Overall, this monitor is best used as a working canvas for concept development rather than a final color reference. And that distinction is exactly what makes it appealing for students and startups who want real estate on screen without derailing the budget. At number 4, we have the ASUS PA279CRV. This is a professional-grade creative monitor designed to help graphic designers translate ideas into print and digital media with color confidence. 27-inch panel sits in a sharp space between high resolution and deep color coverage, typically offering a 3840 by 2160 pixel grid that supports crisp type, a fine-grained layout grid, and a generous workspace for photo editing and illustration. ProArtline emphasizes color accuracy as a core feature, with factory calibration, a precise 14-bit LUT, and a hardware color pipeline that preserves tonal relationships as you move from raw to refined images. For workspace practicality, the PA279CRV often includes a broad color gamut that covers widely used spaces such as sRGB and Rec. 709, and it is designed to be hardware calibrated through compatible software tools so you can lock in a target delta E value and rely on predictable performance across sessions. The build quality is robust, with ergonomic stands that offer height, tilt, swivel, and pivot adjustments so you can align the screen with your eye line while you fine-tune color grading or typography. Connectivity is flexible, featuring DisplayPort and HDMI, plus USB-C with power delivery on some variants, allowing a single cable connection to modern laptops and graphic workstations. The monitor also supports features aimed at creative work, including a shading hood option to reduce glare, multiple color modes optimized for photo, video, and darkroom workflows, and a user interface that makes it straightforward to switch between calibration targets without leaving your desk. Viewing experience is immersive, with uniform brightness across the panel and consistent color reproduction from edge to edge, which matters when you're evaluating subtle gradients or skin tones. For professional output, you can trust the panel to deliver predictable results when you export to print or share digital proofs with clients. Paired to the Sceptre gaming monitor, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the ASUS PA279CRV delivers higher resolution, better color accuracy, and a more stable gamma curve at a substantially higher price point. But it is precisely the target you should aim for when color fidelity and repeatable workflows are non-negotiable in your creative process. User experience is designed to minimize fatigue during long sessions by offering soft panel lighting options and a comfortable stand geometry, while the virtual game-like response times you might see on budget displays are traded for steadier performance and a wider, more faithful tonal range. If you work across print and digital projects, the PA279CRV is a cornerstone tool that helps you align proofs, ensure consistent skin tones, and maintain consistent color workflows for a wide array of clients. Its calibration workflow, robust color management, and comprehensive ergonomic design make it a standout choice for serious designers who want forward-looking features without compromising on professional accuracy. For anyone building a dedicated design station, this monitor represents an excellent blend of technical capability, reliability, and future-proof connectivity that can scale with your growing needs. At number 3, we have the BenQ PD2705Q. BenQ builds its PD line around color reliability and thoughtful workflow features that designers really notice in day-to-day tasks. The 27-inch display sits comfortably in a QHD 2560 by 1440 resolution sweet spot, which means text remains crisp while you pile on toolbars, palettes, and reference images in your design software. Panel type is typically IPS, delivering wide viewing angles so that clients or colleagues can review proofs from various seating positions without color shifts washing out across the screen. The PD2705Q is part of BenQ's AQCOLOR family, a philosophy that emphasizes accurate color reproduction, factory calibration, and stable gamma across a broad brightness range. You'll often see a hardware calibration route via the monitor's built-in LUT, allowing you to tune to a delta E target and save color profiles that stay consistent from session to session. In addition, this model includes versatile connectivity, DP, HDMI, and USB-C, so you can drive a workstation with a single cable and still have outputs for external devices, USB hubs, and a secondary display. The brightness and contrast range are well matched to creative tasks, giving you enough detail in midtones and highlights for photo retouching, while still maintaining deep but not excessive blacks for subtle shadow work. BenQ PD2705Q also benefits from professional-oriented features like color mode presets optimized for print, film, or web workflows, along with shading hood compatibility to reduce ambient glare during critical color checks. Ergonomics are well thought out with a fully adjustable stand and VESA compatibility for wall or arm mounting, which helps you align the panel to your eye line during long sessions of color grading, layout adjustments, and typography refinement. For a designer who collaborates with others, the ability to switch between multiple color spaces and to perform quick calibration checks without complex software is a significant productivity booster. Paired to their ASUS PA279CRV, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the BenQ PD2705Q adds a strong emphasis on color workflows, slightly more accessible price point for many teams, and a workflow-oriented interface that makes routine calibration and profile management feel like second nature. If your work involves proofs for clients or color-sensitive projects, this monitor can reduce the friction of color management and help you stay consistent across devices, which means faster approvals and fewer back-and-forth revisions. Design accuracy, uniformity, and thoughtful features make it a reliable backbone for creative professionals who must translate ideas. Number 2, we have the Alienware AW2725DM. This 27-inch gaming class monitor has a chassis that screams premium build quality, with a vivid IPS panel, aggressive motion clarity, and the kind of fast response times that gamers adore, yet designers quietly appreciate for motion work and fluid UI checks. Core strengths here are 2560 by 1440 resolution, a refresh rate around 240 Hz in many configurations, an adaptive sync technology that keeps frames aligned with your GPU output for smooth panning, reduced tearing, and precise geometry tracking in fast design tasks. Panel's color coverage sits well within the spectrum used by most professional workflows, with wide gamut support and consistent gamma that hold up when you shift between 2D illustrations, UI design, and short motion sequences for client presentation. Connectivity includes modern DisplayPort and HDMI options, plus USB hubs, and in some models, a keyboard video mouse switch, which makes it easy to manage multiple machines from one screen in a design studio. The AW2725DM also features a robust stand, height and tilt adjustment, and even a few built-in color modes tuned for creative work, so you can quickly switch from a reference view to a bright, punchy proof without leaving your seat. While it excels at dynamic work, the monitor remains a superb option for color-accurate tasks when combined with proper calibration and a reliable color workflow. And its high refresh rate helps when you are evaluating motion typography, video overlays, or animated UI prototypes. The trade-off here is cost, and occasional design leaning over screens that can overwhelm a pure color-critical environment if you rely on a single device for all tasks. Compared to the BenQ PD2705Q, which I have included as number 3 on this list, the Alienware AW2725DM prioritizes motion clarity and interactive performance, with an edge in refresh and response innovation, while the BenQ model leans more towards stable color management, factory calibration, and print-oriented workflows that many designers rely on for consistency across outputs. If you want a single display that doubles as a high-end showpiece for presenting work to clients while remaining usable for detailed design checks, this monitor earns its position here and offers a compelling balance of speed, color, and connectivity for a modern creative studio. At number 1, we have the Sceptre C248W-1920RN. This 24-inch curved monitor is the most compact option on this list, but it packs a surprising amount of value for busy designers who want a second, highly accessible canvas for layout iterations, typography checks, and quick reference work. Curve adds a gentle immersion that helps you focus on small details without needing to lean into a much larger display, while a 1920 by 1080 resolution keeps the desktop light and responsive when you are juggling multiple windows. Panel type on this model is commonly a VA or VAR-ish technology, delivering robust contrast and a reasonable color baseline that, while not the strongest in saturated color rendering, still supports decent mid-tone fidelity for everyday design tasks. 24-inch footprint makes it easy to place on a secondary desk or to pair with a primary 27-inch workstation, enabling side-by-side comparisons of typography scales, color swatches, and layout grids. Refresh rates in this class are typically around 60 to 75 Hz, with modest response times that reduce motion blur in panning previews, which is perfectly adequate for checking alignments, margins, and legibility of fonts during late-night project reviews. The monitor includes essential inputs such as HDMI, DisplayPort, and often a few USB ports, offering enough versatility for a compact design station that travels between tasks and locations. For creatives who rely on color management, this display is best used as a supplementary workspace, not a primary color reference, but it shines for quick iteration cycles, multi-screen proofs, and evaluating how layouts look at smaller scales on another screen. Compared to their Alienware AW2725DM, which I have included as number 2 on this list, Sceptre C248W-1920RN provides a much more economical second screen, with less emphasis on ultra-wide color accuracy and extreme gaming performance, focusing instead on accessible ergonomics, compact footprint, and reliability for side-by-side editorial tasks. If you are building a 2-screen design setup, this model offers the right balance of price, size, and practicality to complement a larger, more color-critical display, while still delivering a satisfying visual baseline for daily drafting, note-taking, and client review rounds.